You ready to let the dogs out?
What? Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty Podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
And coming up on the Positively Patty podcast, we have the amazing, the incredible Jim Denny.
No,
Yes,
you can't afford him.
There he is. So just, you know that voice. I love that big, deep voice. So just stay where you are and get ready for the Positively Patty podcast.
Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. Fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, concert tickets, and more. Your favorite stores like Lowe's, Levi's, and Nike pay Rakuten to send them shoppers. And Rakuten then passes on a part of that payment to its members as cash back. You're already shopping at your favorite stores. Why not save while you're doing it? It's a no-brainer. Membership is free and easy to sign up. Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cashback really adds up.
And now on the Positively Patty podcast, we have the fabulous, the sensational, the legendary, I say that. Yes, you can hear that laughter, that big, deep voice. Jim Denny from WFMS, over 30 years on the air, the main morning DJ. I miss waking up with you.
Oh, thank you. You read that exactly the way I wrote that. Thank you so much for that. No.
30 years. Wow.
Yeah. See, well, I was in radio for, 42 years.
Really?
So, yeah, I started a small station out in Danville, Indiana. Everything in Indiana, though.
Okay.
So, I'm a true blood Hoosier.
Oh, and you did lots of country music, of course, and you interviewed so many stars, big stars. You won a lot of awards, too. Every time I look at your Facebook page, I'm like, well, they won another award.
We did.
You know how many
Very
awards
blessed.
you won?
4 CMAs, and then we got 3 ACMs. That's Academy of Country Music and Country Music Association Awards. And probably the biggest was in 2014 when I was installed the Country Radio Hall of Fame. So that was cool. That plaque's got a special place there in the old music room. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So you feel satisfied that you...
Yes.
And it was time to go.
It was time to go, yeah.
Well, how did you know it was time to go? And that was December 20...
the 15th, December 15th of 2023.
Okay.
My body was wearing down. You get up every day at 2:30 in the morning and the weekends aren't enough to recover, and you get 5 hours of sleep. Some people can do that, but I'm an 8 hours a night person.
Really?
Yeah, I got to have my 8 hours.
Don't you have to get up and go wee-wee?
You do, but I don't count that anymore because at least I'm getting up to go. But the day I don't get up's the problem there,
Well, it's better to get up and go than to go and get up.
Right,
so
exactly.
There you go. All right, da-dum-dum. So it was time to go,
right.
And you knew it, and you'd paid your dues. And how are you feeling now?
Great. I had some heart issues back about 3 or 4 months after I retired, and I had gone into AFib and all, but that's fixed. It's on the road to recovery, play golf, do everything I really wanted to do. So I miss the people that I used to do. That's why I love coming down here and doing some radio with you, and doing the podcast, because I miss the friends. I've been here a long time. We were talking in the halls. We know so many people, and they're all family. They're all friends. It's like, it's so great to see you.
I know.
Alan, who's running the board here, I've known him for 20-some-odd years.
Yes, there he is. Our guy runs the boards.
Right.
See, I'm a talkie, not a techie, so he does all of that stuff over there. And the other person we need to acknowledge is your fabulous, beautiful, talented wife, Mimi Pierce.
Mimi Pierce, who was in television for 19 years at another station down here.
Yeah, the other station.
And then, of course, with FMS for 34 years.
Yeah.
COVID kind of took everybody out, and she was, let go at that point. But she rediscovered herself and is a flight attendant, which she loves doing.
It wasn't her dad a flight attendant?
He was a pilot, but just a private, just a private pilot, and back in the day. But so she grew up flying, so it just made sense. kids.
Yes.
She travels around and gives her a chance to get away from me. Everybody needs a little Jim Denny break, without a doubt.
Well, and then this is the positively
Right.
Patty podcast. So we have animal connections, and you just lost your sweet baby Cooper.
Yeah,
Tell us
Cooper was
about
a rescue
Cooper.
dog.
I met Cooper. What a sweet.
Yeah, oh, that's right. When you were over at the house there. Yeah, he was a good boy. He was a rescue dog. He was. We got Humane Society back when he was 4 years old when we got him. So he was just a little 18-pound, but he was just the best dog. He was just. He just you see him in his love. He'd see when you come in the house, he'd look at you, and all of a sudden he'd know who you are, and his ears would get happy, and his tail would get going. He had a half a tail to begin with, anyway. So I miss him every day because he was just one of those dogs. And I've had great dogs. Sadie was another good one, and you've had quite a few yourself
I
too.
know.
But,
well, if you the thing, I hate to say this, but the thing about pets. Maybe cats too, sort of. But the thing about dogs, especially, is if you give, you get what you give.
Right,
With
yeah.
people, you're
Yes.
not sure what their motive is, but with they love you. That's it. Give me a treat, love me,
it.
pet me.
Yeah.
We're fine.
you're home. What
yeah,
if
you're
know,
home.
This is so
You're
good.
home.
Don't go
you
away
were going
so long.
10 minutes, but you're home. Oh, so you're going to
Exactly
get
so.
another one?
Well, we're kind of traveling, right now, so I don't want to make that commitment because if you're going to get a dog, like we said, get a commitment for their life.
Yes.
Obviously, if you can do it, I know things come up, but really get in there and try to get them for life. And so I don't want to get a dog or even foster right now if I'm going to be traveling around.
Right.
So, but there's going to come a day where I'm going to want to stay home more, and that's a dog's coming back in.
Yeah, and one of your charities of choice is
Taffy Senior Dog, which is locally right here. I met them a few years ago when my mom was getting too old to have her dog Sissy. And I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I really didn't know what to do because I couldn't take because we had Cooper. Cooper's it's his domain.
He's a single boy.
Right.
An only child.
But Taffy's came in and they found a wonderful foster home within a week. They had adopted Sissy, and Sissy just passed away. The owner, just let me know. Sissy just passed away maybe 6 or 7 months ago, but she was old. She lived a whole life, so it was good.
Yeah.
So it's good.
And it's Taffy's Senior Dog Rescue.
You can find that. Yeah, Taffy's Touch Senior Dog. Very very long.
Taffy's
name.
Touch
But if you
Senior
look
Dog
up
Rescue.
Taffy Senior, it'll pop up. There.
I again, we were saying off air how. I admire people who do rescues, especially things that have all of them. I mean, it's just amazing. I'd have a house full of.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Nikki does. When she tries to get them, she'll say, "I can't take anymore." Next thing you know, she's taking another one in.
Oh yeah.
And she gets some of the worst dogs by some of the bad things that have happened. Remember the one we had a bow and arrow shot through it. It was a couple of when I was in here with her maybe a year or so ago.
Okay.
One of the dogs had been shot with a bow and arrow, and I thought, how does this happen? But the dog was just as sweet as can be.
They forgive us.
They do. It's amazing. I wish people were dogs. Was that bad?
Well, and then the way you say hello would be interesting.
When they have no more calling cards.
I think you're wonderful. I really miss
You
you
too,
on the
Patty.
air. But again,
Hey, let me ask you a question. You talked about doing interviews. I did a lot of them with country artists. Do you have a country artist that you interviewed in the past that was probably your favorite interview that you've ever done as far as a country artist goes?
Okay, as far as a country artist
Yeah.
go.
And you've done a lot.
I know, and a lot of artists, but I let's see. You should see him laugh, which you probably have. I'm trying to think.
Now you had.
Boy, you stumped me.
Well, I see. There we go. We switched roles here, didn't we?
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that.
You've had. Did you interview Dolly Parton? And,
she's everything. She's not just country. She's everything.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What a wonderful lady. Here's the thing about Dolly Parton. I interviewed her just a couple of years ago because she found a dog at one of her concerts and got a home for it. So that was my impetus to go to Memphis and see her. And we sat down and we were talking, and she goes, now I interviewed her for the movies, back with...
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, I want to thank you for supporting me all of these years when I was doing movies. She's thanking me.
She remembers you. See?
That's why she's number one. Because she's, I won't say in control in a bad way, but everybody around her, she knew who they were by their first name. And everybody knew that she was in charge. And that's makes the big difference. She's not going to be touring anymore, I understand.
Yeah, because her
cut
husband
down.
just passed away.
Since the
Yeah, so she's going to kind of slow down, but, she probably doesn't hurt her to slow down a little bit because she's go, 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 go.
Yeah.
But you're right. She's one of those people that they remember you, and when you stop and think about all the people that means a lot. That really does.
What? It's yes, and what a great lady. Just wonderful. So you and Dolly
right.
partner up there. How about that? Jim Denny, where can people, if they want to get a hold of you, right?
Well, kind of hard to get a hold of anymore.
Go to your Facebook page.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You go, Jim Denny.
Send you a message.
Sure. Yeah, I would love that. I'd love that too. So.
Well, we have to do this again when you get a doggy.
Yes, too. And next time I bring on my guitar because I couldn't bring it this time. And I did that on purpose because I knew maybe you might invite me back again then. 'Cause now I can come back with a guitar and do a couple songs for you.
I think you're wonderful.
Oh,
I think
you too,
Mimi's
Patty.
wonderful.
She is.
Cooper too.
Yeah.
And your son just recently got married.
He got married about a year or so ago, and I have a grandson. My daughter lives out in Denver. My grandson's 7, getting ready to turn big time. He's 7, going on 12.
Whoa!
You know how that age is.
I got to do that. I got to get married and have a baby.
Yeah, it's never too late.
Yeah,
They're just like puppies, aren't they?
I'll just get more puppies.
There you go.
You're wonderful. Give me your hand.
Cold hands, warm heart. Sorry.
Oh, Jim Denny. You know who he is. Everybody knows who he is. Wonderful. Thank you for all the years that you gave us and everything that you do and everything that you continue to do and just stay healthy.
Yes.
And happy.
Yeah, I am. Both.
Okay, Jim Denny. Did I say that enough?
Yes, I love you.
Jim Denny on the Positively Patty podcast. We'll see you again. And we'll talk to you again.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.